Hello and welcome to the channel, where today we're diving into a bombshell that's reignited one of the darkest scandals in modern American history, and it's hitting harder than ever in the Trump era. December 12th, 2025, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee just unleashed a fresh tranche of photos from Jeffrey Epstein's estate, nearly 100,000 images in total. But they cherry-picked 19 to drop like grenades on a Friday afternoon. And what do they show? Smiling shot of President Donald Trump surrounded by 6 unidentified women, faces redacted, a novelty bowl of Trump-branded condoms labeled, "I'm HUUG," Bill Clinton gripping Ghislaine Maxwell's waist in a cozy group hug with Epstein, Steve Bannon posing in a mirror selfie with a sex offender, Bill Gates chatting with disgraced Prince Andrew, Woody Allen directing on Epstein's property, Larry Summers lounging on a private jet, and Richard Branson scribbling notes under a beach canopy. No underage girls in sight, no explicit misconduct captured. But the optics? Nuclear. These aren't grainy tabloid snaps. They're polished, posed mementos from the state of convicted predator who built an empire on trafficking and elite access. And they scream, what did these power players know? And when did they know it? The release is part of an ongoing probe that's already coughed up tens of thousands of emails, docs, and comms from Epstein's estate, all subpoenaed by the Republican-led committee, but weaponized by Democrats like ranking member Robert Garcia, who fired off a scorcher. These disturbing photos raise even more questions about Epstein and his relationships with some of the most powerful men in the world. We will not rest until the American people get the truth. The Department of Justice must release all the files now. Garcia slammed it as a White House cover-up, accusing the administration of shielding survivors and friends alike. The estate's lawyers handed over the haul, with minimal redactions, just nudity blacked out, but warned some pics might not even be from Epstein properties. Still the timing? Impeccable, with a 30-day DOJ deadline looming next week for the full file dump. Republicans aren't playing nice. A committee spokesperson blasted the Dems for cherry-picking photos and making targeted redactions to create a false narrative about President Trump. They point out the images prove absolutely nothing and that nothing in the documents shows any wrongdoing. Trump's team is in full deflection mode. A White House source called it a Democrat hoax, time for maximum chaos, echoing the 2019 playbook when Epstein's arrest first rocked the elite Rolodex. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt doubled down. The emails and photos prove nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. Bannon, never one to back down, tweeted a mirror selfie meme. If that's a crime, lock me up with Woody Allen. At least the conversation would be good. But let's zoom out, because this isn't new. It's Epstein's greatest hits on repeat. The financier, who killed himself in a Manhattan jail cell in 2019 while awaiting sex trafficking trial, didn't just rub shoulders with the powerful. He collected them like Pokemon. Flight logs from his Lolita Express jet show Clinton logged 26 trips. No wrongdoing alleged, but the denials are endless. Trump and Epstein partied in Palm Beach circles, with Trump once calling him a terrific guy who liked beautiful women on the younger side, before banning him from Mar-a-Lago over a poaching scandal. Gates met Epstein multiple times post-conviction, later calling his huge mistake that gave the monster credibility. Bannon emailed Epstein about Trump's strategy in 2016. Branson flew on the jet once. Summers resigned from Harvard boards in shame. Prince Andrew settled a lawsuit for millions. Woody Allen? Spotted directing on the island. The photos, undated, unsourced, but confirmed from the estate, add visual salt to old wounds. Trump with the lay-wearing women? A condom bowl mocking his huge ego? Clinton's arm around Maxwell? Gates and Andrew in a frame? It's not proof of crime, but it's proof of proximity. The kind that lets Epstein name-drop in emails like Trump spent hours with Virginia Giuffre or Trump knew about the girls. Giuffre, Epstein's most famous accuser, died in 2024, but her claims linger. Epstein trafficked her to powerful men, including Trump denied by all. The committee's redactions, blurring faces of potential victims, are a nod to survivors, but Republicans cry foul. Just a handful from 95,000. Why these? The bigger picture? This probe, launched under GOP control, has morphed into a partisan slugfest. Republicans wanted dirt on Biden-era ties, Epstein emailed Hunter about Burisma. Democrats flipped it to Trump world. Tens of thousands of pages already out. Epstein gossiping about Trump's girls. Bannon plotting 2020 runs. Gates regretting meetings. The estate's lawyers offered video access too, from 1990 to 2019, but with caveats. DOJ's deadline next week. Expect fireworks, leaks, maybe even a special counsel if Garcia gets his way. Survivors like Jeffrey's estate and others watch warily. No new bombshells here, but the photos humanize the horror. These weren't faceless monsters. They were Epstein's playmates, the enablers in plain sight. As Garcia demands justice for survivors, the question hangs. Will Congress finally force the full truth, or is this just another leak cover-up dressed as transparency? In a world where power protects power, these images are a reminder. Epstein's web never fully unraveled. It just went underground. Drop your hottest take below. Hoax or smoking gun? Smash like if you're demanding the full files. And subscribe because next week's DOJ drop could change everything. See you soon. Stay vigilant.